Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. Also turn on post notifications. I'd like to give a special thanks to Dade Kia for giving me time with the 2023 Kia K5 EX with front wheel drive. Keep in mind guys, you guys can go for all wheel drive, but it will be additional option. Let's talk about the pricing here for the K5 EX trim. Starting price is $28,990. This one stickers for $30,685. In my personal opinion, I think that is a bargain compared to some of the other competitors in this segment because you do get a lot of features, also great warranty. But let's talk about the front styling of the K5 EX. Looking at the exterior styling here of the 2023 Kia K5 EX trim, my model is painted in this glacier white exterior color. It looks good with the chrome, gloss black, and gray trim throughout this vehicle here. But let's talk about these headlights here. This does come standard on all models of the K5, which is a multi-LED headlight with an automatic low and high beam, LED turn signal, and daytime running light, which has the amber color, which is really nice. You guys will notice the K5 on the road because of the amber LED daytime running lights or turn signals. This also wears the new Kia logo on top of the hood. My apologies for the car being dirty, but this is the glacier white exterior color. Looking at the grille texture here, I like the nice square pieces. If you guys go for a GT or GT line, the grille does have a more of a sporty, aggressive look to it. Here on the EX, it does look more subtle, more toned down compared to those models there. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the K5. Looking at the side profile here, this has a 112.2 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 191.1 inches. So it is one of the most longest vehicles in the segment, give or take. Looking at these tires and wheels here, these are the same tires, the same rim design, my apologies, that you guys get on the GT line, which is a little bit more sporty looking here on the EX model. I like the nice gray finish with this chrome trim there. These tires are also a 235/45. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. Really nice rim design here on the K5. There's also this LED sight marker here on the mirror cap, which has this gloss black finish to it. There's also this large panoramic sunroof here. You guys can get that on the GT line also if you guys go for that package. There's some chrome trim. It does remind me of the Stinger here, which is really nice. It's the Stinger, and it's inspired by the Stinger. There's also the new Kia logo here in the back of the trunk lid. There's also the K5 badge. The backup camera trunk releases there, and there's also rear parking sensors with the fake exhaust trim pieces down here. The exhaust is actually tucked underneath the rear bumper. The rear diffuser does look a little bit aggressive, but this is not what this car for. That's why you guys go for either the GT or the GT line to give you that more sporty look. Open up the cargo back here. This trunk does not disappoint. Kia says this has 16 cubic feet of space, so plenty of space to put your family's stuff in here, especially on a long road trip. And underneath the load floor here, there is a temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit, and you can fold the seats down to do a 60-40 split. Sitting in the interior of the Kia K5 EX model, as you guys can see, I'm loving this nice two-tone color combination. Kia calls this an ash blue interior, which is a really nice color combination that you guys can get on here, that you guys can get on the K5 models. It looks really good with the white exterior paint. But we're ready to shut the door of the K5. And to start up the vehicle here, you guys can press the start button right there. Once everything turns on, you guys can see very large 10.25 inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay, as you guys can see in Android Auto. Let's talk about the materials here on the door panel. Really nice soft touch material with this aluminum accented door handle with this aluminum trim through the actual wood. This wood here, I'm pretty sure that it's fake, but it does look really real here, which is a really nice touch. Show you guys that Kia is basically building a world-class car in a sense. There's also the illumination switch here, your lane keeping assist, your traction control, trunk release button. It's there. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. There's the turn signal and headlight stock there. The wind wiper stock is there. The nice leather here on the steering wheel. Over here is for your voice controls and volume controls. Your driver's assistance tech is here. This also wears the new Kia logo here on the airbag cover. And also guys, sadly here in America, we do not get the fully digital display. There's just a small helper screen here that you can customize by pressing this page here. It shows you your drive mode selector, your compass, your attention level, also your digital speed there. And there's no heads-up display. The material here on the instrument panel is going to be a hard touch plastic, but around it is going to be a soft touch material. There's some nice faux-like stitching here on the dashboard. Looking at this large screen here, there's a volume knob, but there's no tuning knob. There's just touch capacitive buttons here. The touch response here is just super impressive. Going here to the Kia interface, which they call Kia Link now, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can also use the app, which is a really good system. I use it for my personal vehicle. Also is a good app. It doesn't crash or anything like that. This also has valet mode, so if you guys are parked at a hotel and you set the valet mode, it will tell you once the car leaves that location if it's a mile away. So you guys can, you know, keep that in mind. Also, going into the embedded navigation, you guys can have it at a split screen right there. As you guys see, I did take it away. The embedded navigation is really quick. I used it one time in my car. It's a really good system. It does show you your speed, where there's local gas stations and whatnot. So it's a really good system here. Going back to the Apple CarPlay, looking down here, there's more of that wood trim, air vents, hazard button. This also has dual climate control. There's also a 12-volt there, 2 USB ports. My iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit in this area here. One concern, if you guys have a larger phone, fitting it in the wireless phone charger is a hassle, because I have the same car but just the GT line, and my iPhone 13 Pro Max does not fit in the wireless phone charger. So let me know if you guys are having an issue, if you guys do own this vehicle. There's also 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats in here blow really good air. Let's talk about the drive mode selector here, which shows you smart, normal, sport, and custom. So there's only 4 different drive modes here in the K5. Like I mentioned, wireless phone charger, electronic parking brake, auto hold. There's 2 cup holders. This is the current key fob here. This also has remote start, the Kia logo. There's a lock, unlock, trunk release button, panic button. The key does feel nice to hold in my hands. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. Above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here. There's also these touch capacitive lights here, or you guys can press the physical button. Over here is for your SOS controls, your Blue Link or UVO system that Kia calls it, I think. And looking here, there's also the glove compartment. It does have a good amount of storage. Putting the vehicle into reverse here, it does reveal a backup camera, of course, also with the sensors for you're backing the vehicle up so you guys don't get too close to an object. There's also a trajectory with distance markers. Sadly, this vehicle doesn't have a top-down 360 view. But putting the vehicle back into park, the center armrest here is going to be nice and padded. It does reveal a good amount of storage in there. There's a type A port in there also. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this nice two-tone color combination. I wish I knew that Kia did offer this color combination. I would have got it for my model, but I would have to go for a different trim level, because I'm pretty sure on the GT line you can't get this ash blue interior. Opening the rear door of the K5 here, like I mentioned from the interior scene here, I'm loving this nice interior color combination that you guys get with the glacier white exterior paint. This is a nice interior color combination. This is the one I would have went for if I knew that this color actually existed. But as you guys can see, getting back here, I'm only 5'8". This is where I have the driver's seat. Is plenty of space underneath the driver's seat. There is 2 mat pockets back here for storage. You do get rear air vents, 2 USB charging ports to keep the kiddos connected. And the floor back here does have this hump here. I'm surprised to see that, because this is a front wheel drive model. You guys can go for all wheel drive if you guys want the all wheel drive, but you can't fit 3 people across in comfort. Looking at the door panel materials, it's gonna be a hard touch plastic, but this is an area that you guys are really not gonna touch. I like the nice wood trim here, but it's definitely a fake wood with this chrome piece through it, or aluminum finish through the wood trim there. There's some gloss black trim around the actual window switch, which feels nice and high quality. This area is gonna be nice and padded. There's also some storage here in the actual door panel. There's the K5 and the door seal, which is a nice detail to see. And above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof. There's plenty of headroom space back here in the back seat, but there's no dome lighting right here. It's off to the side underneath the coat hanger here. Also this grab handle also. And Kia says this has 35.2 inches of rear legroom space. It is down compared to the other competitors in the segment. The class leader, as you guys know, is the Honda Accord, which has 40.4 inches of legroom. But in the real world, guys, this does have a big back seat, especially if you're trying to put your friends back here. But keep in mind, if they're over 6 feet tall, their head will be cramped against the roof, because this one does have the large panoramic sunroof option. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Kia K5EX model here. Kia will offer this with 2 powertrains here in America. This is the base powertrain, which is a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Some other competitors in the segment still use a CVT. So if you guys don't like CVTs, you have to look at the Toyota or the K5 in order to get that 8-speed automatic. But let's talk about the second powertrain, which will basically be an option, because you guys have to go for the GT. If you guys want the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, that powertrain makes 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. Excluding the Sonata inline, That vehicle also has launch control. Sadly, you guys cannot get launch control here in the base powertrain. Of course, you guys have to step it up to the GT if you guys are looking for more horsepower and more torque, and also that launch control feature. But let's talk about fuel economy here for the Kia K5 EX model. Making our way over here to the fuel door. This is rated to get 27 in the city, 37 on the highway, and 31 combined. And sad to report, Kia does not offer a hybrid option here in America. Maybe in the other markets they offer a hybrid system, but here in America we sadly just don't get the hybrid K5. So driving the 2023 Kia K5 here, Kia sold a combined of 108,000 units. I know sale numbers are really not, in a sense, important to me, but for the consumer, yeah, that's a lot of units since Kia redesigned the K5 about 2 years ago, two and a half or 3 years ago. But let's talk about the powertrain specs here. This is a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which makes 180 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. But if you guys want more power in the K5 family, Kia does sell you that 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which makes 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, excluding the Sonata inline. Those vehicles are the only one in the segment to offer a launch control feature, compared to the Toyota, the Subaru, and also the Honda, which that launch control, honestly, I love driving that car. As you guys can see, it's putting a smile on my face right now just thinking about it, because it will leave 2 black lines in the road once you guys, hit the accelerator, because it's just so much power feeding the front wheels. And Kia sadly just does not offer all-wheel drive on their powerful versions of the K5 and Sonata inline, unfortunately. But they do offer all-wheel drive on this powertrain here. If you guys want that powertrain, if you guys want the all-wheel drive, you have to pay additional option to get the all-wheel drive system. Let's talk about the visibility out of the K5 here. Great visibility, especially with these little small windows here. The A-pillar is a little thick, so I can see why Kia does give you this small window here, so you can kind of look around it. The visibility out of the front and back is really good. Above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here. Does the light and air into the cabin once you open it up. There's this large 10.25 inch display here. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a really good system here. It's very responsive, very snappy. It is missing a tune knob there, but it's nice that Kia does give you a volume knob. The steering wheel does have this nice thick feel to it. This does wear the new Kia logo here. There's also 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats blow very cold air. I like that Kia does give you that option here on the EX model. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. I love this nice two-tone color combination, which Kia calls an ash blue. It looks good with the white exterior paint. But as we're sitting here in traffic here, as you guys can see, this Acura is going to pass by me. I don't hear any outside noise, which is really good. Look at these bigger SUVs. I don't really hear them passing by. So the interior is well equipped with some really good sound deadening materials that Kia uses here. But like I mentioned, if you guys don't really care for the powerful version of the K5, you guys just want a simple powertrain, the 1.6 liter is not going to disappoint. So after sitting at that long light, now we're going to be driving the vehicle here. The ride quality in this vehicle is really good. The steering feel is very playful. You can feel what the front tires are doing. And this vehicle just drives so smooth. Let's talk about fuel economy here. This is rated to get 27 in the city, 37 on the highway, and 30 combined. Great fuel economy here for the base powertrain. But sadly, Kia just does not offer a hybrid option here in America. I think in the other markets, they do offer a hybrid K5. I'm not sure if it will ever come to America, because there is to be rumors that Kia is killing the K5 off. I'm not sure if that's true. Like I said, it is a rumor. But it will be nice to see Kia offer a hybrid option here, which will be a good powertrain. The other competitors, the Honda offers it, the Toyota offers it. Nissan doesn't offer a hybrid powertrain neither in their vehicles. So if you guys are looking for some other competitors that offer a hybrid powertrain, you have to look at the best sellers in the segment, which are the Honda and the Toyota, which those vehicles sell over 300,000 plus units every single year, which is super impressive, because everybody in America just loves pickup trucks and SUVs, but those vehicles are still kicking. But if you guys are looking for a bargain vehicle in a sense, I think the K5 is not going to disappoint. After spending time with the 2023 Kia K5 EX trim, I think this is a bargain for all the nice features, all the great warranty. But hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Be sure to follow me on Instagram @DriveOnReviews. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next video.